talk about these things for a minute. This is Mark's.
Wide ass. That's what we call it, a wide ass.
Yes. Big ass tires, 25s. 18s on the front, right?
Big old
I believe they're,
pump.
yeah, I believe they're 18s. Had a twin cylinder, we're rebuilding. Put that in there for now.
The beast of a bumper.
Winch, giant ass bumper. Ridiculously thick.
It is.
It is ridiculous.
It is a steel pipe.
Tested her with a sledgehammer.
With
Oh,
that
yeah.
cast iron or something. It's,
Cast iron, I believe.
it's heavy for another piece.
Yeah, and it's pulley swapped. But we got like 5 in the front, and I believe like 4 in the rear. So she does
5 and 4.
in the 20s, I believe. And then this is the newest one I just got, which is, I was told it's like a LT 2000 or something like that.
4,000.
4,000.
4,000.
It's like an 80s model. 22s front and rear. And it's got 6 in the front and 5 in the rear with a Kohler command. Didn't have a motor when I got it. Didn't have tires, didn't have a front end. It was gonna be a 4x4, but I'm gonna put that on another different project or just sell those axles. It's a lot of money to get that going. Ready to hit some mud?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, we're good with it. My men's book and everything, so we're good.
Hell yeah. It's a lot of rip. Get up here and get some footage of him going through this mud. Some pretty soupy stuff. Motor's a little choppy. It's got some ring problems, but it's just a spare I had sitting under the porch until we can get his V-twin, either one of the two of them going again. Sorry, I'm new to the camera gang, so forgive me if it's not the greatest footage. I'll get better. We came down earlier, spark plug filed pretty bad. You can see it smoking. Oh shit. See, look, it's a rip. You're gonna rip a front tire off. Let's see what's going on here. Hold on, guys.
I wanted to spin in there. I wanted to, remember before the V-twin?
Yeah, with the V-twin, he could go in this stop in 6th gear, pop the clutch, and it would just throw mud everywhere. Yeah. Which kind of sucks. I believe this little engine and this one's got some ring problems because she smokes black a little bit.
And 6th gear
She stutters and
it bogged it down.
It does not have enough power to turn in 25s.
Gear, it's bogging it down.
Yeah. On the street, the main trail here, it seems fine. And the bad thing is it seems to be using
No, it's smoking bad.
a good bit of gas too, which mine's using a decent amount. Oh shit. We got about a little, maybe around a quarter tank left.
I'll be lucky enough to get back.
That's probably enough to get back. I mean, it's not horrible for a 16.5. It is just an old Briggs. It's been sitting for a couple years. He does have a decent winch on here. It's got a remote and everything. He has it mounted up nice and high right here. You know, and then we got the wires ran right over there for the box up out of the water. P-clamps to hold the wires out of the way so they don't get burnt. It's not a bad.
It looks good.
Custom steering, because he kept bending the factory arm.
That's the steering shaft.
Yeah. And I honestly, I think we need to brace up that little frame in there, because I noticed when you really hit the bumps, it twists a little.
Yeah.
So we need to maybe brace that up a little. But on the rear, like I was saying when we were driving, he's just got some rims welded to another set of rims. They work perfect. No problems yet.
I don't know what they rimmed off of.
Yeah, they were just, I think they were like an old Craftsman. They're just 12-inch rims though. Yeah. They were steel. We welded them and they've held. They haven't broke.
Huh? I've been on what, about eight months already?
8 months. You see he made a plate right there where he can actually bolt them and unbolt them on and off.
The only issue I have with the front, I broke the center with a hub end.
Yeah, that's because we did the same with this one. We cut the big rim out and welded the little rim in there. But we were having problems with the leverage. It was bending the 3/4, you know, the axle. So he put a brace on there, like I have on mine. And then in order to flip the hood up, we just cut all this out right here, put a plate in there, so we can actually flip this up.
I need it.
Oh, this is solid. I mean, you can see how thick this is compared to my finger. It's pretty thick
this
stuff.
Damn thing went through like a tree like 6 times.
Oh yeah, easy. And this is all flux welded, guys. This is flux welded. Isn't all of it? Yeah, the Harbor Freight 125 did all this. And we filed the plug earlier, like I was saying. We had to come back. I had to tow him back, get a different plug in there. We brought spares this
thing,
time.
I beat it 6 times and did not break off.
With a sledgehammer, an 8-pound sledge.
I had it 6 solid times, did not break off.
Yeah, she's good. And I hit it that one day.
Yeah.
Remember, I was beating it that one day trying to test it out, and it's solid. I mean, she needs a solid paint job. All of our rigs need paint jobs.
We're working on it. Next year, we'll get a paint job.
Yeah, we just want to have some fun. You got a snow plow? Yeah. Dude, we're going to have to make a video putting a plow on here and trying it. We'll have to make some brackets to bolt that up, because you got the winch. Yeah. So you can raise and lower the plow. Maybe you can make some money out in the trailer park.
Anyway, them headlights are bad as hell.
Yeah, they're not hooked up right now. We had to build a whole new wiring harness for it. The factory one was just, it was so beat. And I just basically eliminated everything we needed. Kept the wire for the lights so we can actually run some lights off of it. Unless you want to run them.
It looked like a car coming down the road.
Yeah, unless you want to run them straight to the battery so it's bright. Otherwise, it'll go based on your RPM.
Yeah.
So.
They didn't work on the old ride harness. You put in water and they work.
Yeah, yeah. This is my Uncle Mark, by the way. You'll see him all the time. Anytime I post, he'll probably be in it, because I don't typically come down by myself. It's me and him fucking around doing stupid stuff.
Crazy.
We bring the trucks down here. I got a tracker. He's got a big ass lifted S10 on 33s. He's got a V8 for that. Maybe I'll put that on here so you guys can check it out.
Yeah, I can't wait to get that in there.
Yeah, he's got to get a training for it. He's got like a B&M slop shifter.
Yeah, B&M slop shifter. I got to get that fixed a little bit better too.
Yeah. But you know, like, everyone keeps telling me make some YouTube, so I was like, fuck it. I'm going to make some YouTube videos.
We tend to break and we tend to get stuck.
That happens a lot. We got 12,000 pound winches on the trucks. The tracker's got locked front and rear diffs. It's a little beast. It don't sound the greatest, but the S10's pretty good too.
And I got the ZR two-wheel vending mines already.
Yeah, he swapped that out.
And I got the upgraded brakes in front, and I got disc brakes all the way around now.
Yeah, she runs good. Whenever until the tranny decided.
Hey, that thing been dry 3 times, and it's still venting yet.
Yeah.
Literally, 20-minute drive, no fluid.
Oh, that was clear from up in the mountain basically, all the way back.
No fluid. Put fluid in it the next day, and it moved.
Yeah, it still moves, doesn't it?
I got
kind
reverse.
of. He's got reverse, yeah.
But 6 months it lasted. And then they finally gave out. And everybody talks crap about them transmissions. I literally went drive 3 times, no lie.
With 33s.
The last time.
Yeah. That's a big
No,
time.
the last 2 times was 33.
Yeah, because when you went on the rock and it fell off that edge right there and got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it pulled that line. Yep.
Literally 2 times was 33.
Yeah.
And it still went for another 6 months.
Yeah. And then it finally went.
Yeah.
But she's still going. She's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we break, we always upgrade.
Yeah, that's what we do. We come out, we test it, break something, take it back up to the house, fix it, bring it back down.
Front steering. How many times did we bend that?
So many times. And we actually, just last night, we threw a set of these. We threw a set of these on there on the front, and they fit really well, but they rub his hood. He'd have to cut his hood up really bad.
Yeah.
And all I did was took a 6-inch rim, cut the barrels off of it, and drilled 3 holes. And bam, there's a hub. Greasable, factory bushings in there.
And made a little bumper for it.
Yeah, just a quick little bumper just in
so
case
you
I
can tow
break.
it.
Yeah, I'll make a better one. Put a winch on it, but no lights right now. I got to get some bulbs for it. Ran out of gas, but to give it credit, we went 9 miles before we ran out. This hill is super, super steep. It's hard to walk up. Good. Hooked to that winch. It worked. Okay, we're back. We made it. He was completely out of gas, which was a little under 9 miles. On this engine, this size tank, and I mean,
Oh man.
he was bone dry.
Good job.
Dang it, I just dropped that.
Check this out. We cut this a little bit.
Actually, I bet that would fit if you took the bungee cord off. Now stick it on there. It'll be pretty close.
Just,
Oh
They
yeah.
just need like trim
Actually, I would leave it that high. It needs to be higher than
Yeah.
the carburetor, which right now it
make
would
a
be.
mount right here.
Yeah, 2 mounts, and that's another 1.5 gallons, right? You said it was about a gallon and a half.
About a gallon and a half.
About a gallon and a half. So that'd give you 3 gallons of gas.
Yeah.
That'd be plenty, especially with these big old meats on there. And if we get the V twin running, you're
Yeah,
definitely gonna need
it's
another
going-
tank. Let's show them the V twin
Like 100 pounds or something?
at least. So this is the 18.5 Oppie, the Briggs. It was running. He sunk it pretty much past the
It went up
headlights.
in the oil filter.
Yeah, it was pretty.
You
I mean, it was soaked. It would turn over.
Yeah.
It's still turning over, but we couldn't get it to fire anymore.
But I think that cut to the wire harness.
I found another coil pack too, so I do have a spare, just in case. The starter was rebuilt, or yeah, it was either a rebuilt one or a fairly newish one.
Feels new.
Yeah, yeah. But we're gonna try to put this back on there, get the wiring harness hooked back up. Which, look at that, it's the same plug. That wiring harness should bolt right on. We can even just stick it on and try it. You want to do that?
You don't want to put on the mount real quick?
I mean,
I don't want to.
you obviously don't want that engine on there.
No, but I wanted to see if it fires. If it doesn't fire, then we're going to have to take it back off.
We can at least stick it on there, hook the jump pack up to it.
Okay.
And do you want to spray the mower off real quick, or you want to wait? All right, so we're back at the house. We got the V-twin put back on the engine stand. Coil was bad. I mean, so he's gonna pull one off of his other parts motor. It's a 19 something, 19.5, I believe. Same thing basically. But I told you guys I would show you a little bit of what we have here. So we have the Craftsman I just built. We have the junkyard bound Sportsman 400 that was locked up that I got free. A couple hours worth of work. She runs like a top. We have Mark's Craftsman LT 1000. We showed a bunch of that already. We have my son's little Craftsman F&R. Just something simple for him to play in the mud a little bit. And we have the old Turf Master down here, which is not really what it was. I just made the hood fit. But 25s on the rear, 18.5s on the front, 17 horse engine. This one does close to 35-ish miles an hour. And then the 61 Cub original. This thing had no front axle, it had no front grille, no tires, no seat, no fenders, no motor, pretty much nothing. I built the front piece. I got to wire up some lights. It doesn't charge because it's only a 212 Predator, but it should be good enough to go down the trails with. It runs pretty good. It's a little bit of a weird noise in second gear, but it's a mud machine. Who cares? I think that's all for tonight. It's getting kind of dark, but I'm gonna do a little bit of work tomorrow and bring you guys along for the ride. So subscribe, have fun, appreciate you. Peace.